What is the best thing that happened to you when you were in prison?
It deepened our convictions. It also gave us the opportunity to think very carefully about the problems and some of the mistakes we've made before.
And that right there is how you live life. No matter what situation you are in, you must continuously hope and persevere even in your situation right now. It's amazing how the late Mr. Nelson Mandela came out of prison and not a single bitterness to the authorities and to the people that you can see in his face when he came out. He just went out there and continued smiling to the people that he loves and that he serves. This brings us to the most important aspect as we progress in our lives. It is by putting all your energy into anticipating life rather than fixing the problems of your past. It's all too easy to get the impression that the world as we've known is falling apart. This perception of the world leads us to feel uncertain about our lives in our society. There's too much going on right now, from violence in political systems, climate change, terrorism, economic challenges, and so much more. We became mesmerized by the endless dramatic events we see at our news that we can't really do much about. I have been really indulged in the news lately, especially as a photojournalist at a university publication, which is the Technology and Student Press, and having to continuously update myself from the news has really piped chaos and tragedy into my brain. And because of this, lately I have become mentally incapable of doing the things I usually do and lost passion on the things I love the most, and having to continuously stand on my opinion at social media and get opposed by people with different stand. But please don't get me wrong, this is one thing that we should be doing right now as free people in a democratic country. What I mean is, what does this bring to us? Is it worth to spend your time on? You can be informed and at the same time still be engaging into different activities. You don't have to watch the same news, the same headlines over and over again and continuously stand on your opinion over and over again, because it only brings chaos to your mind. But again, it all depends on how you see the world and your future in it. This allowed me to ponder my quarantine life, and then I began to see quarantine as a path for retreat. I realized I need to seek retreat. A retreat that will help me realign my thoughts, my perspective in life, and a retreat that will help me dig in a little deeper of knowing who I am as a person. But what really is a retreat? Retreat is actually a time for you to create a mental space for your unfinished thoughts. This allows you to recalibrate your mind and know your focus, but it all depends on how you see retreat as, because there are a lot of retreats. I mean, it depends. But this has been my approach in retreat in the past few months, and I feel a lot better and highly motivated. My priorities are clearer, and I am 100% committed in following the path that I have created for me. Entering the retreat, I did these 3 things. First, by downshifting my schedule. The personal goal of downshifting is to reach a holistic, self-understanding, and satisfying meaning in life. Before the pandemic, I was so much into work. Being a working student at the department I was assigned at, there would be times where we had to work overtime. And because of this, I'd go home at night and everyone in the family is already asleep. This is how I lost connections to a lot of friends and to my family. And now, during the pandemic, I was so much into leisure, playing games, doing TikToks, and so much more that I have forgotten what my goals are. So I needed a balance of work and leisure. This is when I realized I need to follow a daily habit. I would give a time slot where I could just learn a new hobby. I'd give a time slot where I can play games, where I can study, and it's very important for me that I have this schedule because it allows me to manage my time wisely. Being aware of time allows you to be productive, which then brings me to the second thing I did, which was downsizing my commitments. What am I really committed? What are the things that I really want, that I enjoy? And how can I make these things more important in the next chapter in my life? What I am really passionate about right now is filmmaking, traveling, coffee, outdoor adventures, and vlogging. These are the things that I am committed to. And narrowing down to these few numbers of commitments allowed me to really know where my focus is. After narrowing down my commitments, this is the time where I was able to upscale my personal agenda. What are the benefits that I will receive if I will be continuously committing into these things? This is the time where I really had to have a vision of the future, of what I am going to do in the years ahead, and invest in myself. I started shifting my whole time into learning these things that I am committed to, and get better in what I love, and start earning money from these things. I decided to do more than just travel vlogs, and look into how I can help other people by using my knowledge and the things that I learned from other people. But of course, finding your way into that commitment that upscales your personal agenda requires deliberate decision making and risk taking. And you have to put into mind this famous quote or saying that there is no such thing as failure. It's only a matter of winning or trying again. So I hope this video helped you in restarting your life, especially those who are creatives and lost their passion into doing what they love. A retreat might help you because in my case, it really did help me. You can start by doing meditations at your home. There are a lot of apps that guides you in doing meditation, and you also have to keep your social media interaction to a limit. You have to limit your news intake. You have to know what you are doing, know your focus, and just be better in what you really want. And if you haven't really found the time to get a retreat, please do find a way, because once you do this, eventually you'll get there. You'll find your passion again, and you'll be able to do again what you love the most.